All right, welcome back to another episode of my movie review series. Episode 33. Now, I said that I was going to do the Kickboxer review last week. I said I was going to do the Kickboxer review, and this past Friday, I said I was going to do the Kickboxer review. So, let's do the Kickboxer review. Now, this movie it came out in 1989, and this stars Jean-Claude Van Damme and uh, a gentleman named Dennis Chan. He plays Zian. Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's the again. He came right out the gate with this one. He came right out the gate, man. I tell you, this is the this movie right here. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites, man. I mean, as a matter of fact, it's one of my favorites because it's the first Van Damme film I have ever seen. The very first one, you know. Yeah, you think it'd be Bloodsport, right? Yeah, man. Well, this movie here, Kickboxer, it is the very first Van Damme film I have ever seen, and I remember watching it long, long time ago. Um, long time ago. I mean, like back when I was in first grade, long, long time ago. Yeah, I remember watching it back then, and yeah, man, you know, after seeing that movie, well, this movie, it was I was a fan of Van Damme. I couldn't pronounce his name at that time, but who could, man? Who could? I remember back when Double Impact was coming out, people actually thought that there was two. There was two of them. People actually thought that he had a twin brother. But I'll get to that long further down the road. But yeah, this movie, Kickboxer, one of my favorite Van Damme films, and it's I guess you could say it's near and dear to me, you know, because it's one of my favorite films. It's the very first movie I've ever seen. Put two fingers, I said first movie. It's the very first movie I've ever seen, and yeah, man, it's the one that I just celebrate watching. You know. So yeah, this movie, let's get into a little premise here. Let's get into the story here. This movie, it's about two brothers, Kurt and Eric Sloan. Eric Sloan, he's the world kickboxing champion. He kick ass. He kick ass wherever he go. You know. Yeah. So when a reporter asks him about now that he beaten the best in the states, how do you feel about Thailand? I'm pretty much paraphrasing. He didn't even say he didn't say exactly, but yeah, how you feel about Thailand? That's where Muay Thai, that's where kickboxing was originated from. So, yeah. So yeah, Eric, he's saying, oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Book is like the Taiwan. Bangkok. Taiwan, Bangkok. Kick ass wherever I go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, man. As a matter of fact, hey, this little fun fact. The dude that played the reporter in that movie, he's the director of the movie. As a matter of fact, he made a nice little cameo appearance in Bloodsport also that he also directed. So yeah, no, yeah, when Jackson Hughes working out, hey man, Then a dude came up to him, asking him about is he gonna fight in the Kumite, you know. Yeah, Jackson said, yeah, he loves full contact. He needs some more scars on his face. Yeah, the dude told him, man, he can get killed in there. Yeah, Jackson, only if you fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, you work on the back some more. Yeah, that was the same dude, asking Jackson about the Kumite, the same dude, he pops up again, different character, but he pops up again, as the reporter asking Eric about what he think about the fighters in Thailand. So yeah, yeah, I guess he's one of those directors that will show up in any of his films, Spike Lee and Oliver Stone, they do the same thing, But yeah, anyway, yeah, Kirk and Eric, they take a take a nice little trip over to Bangkok, Thailand, just so they can fight the best there. And the best guy that they have there is a monster of a fighter named Tong Po. So, the first time we see this guy, Tong Po, yeah, the stage was set, you know. You can see how intimidating, how scary this guy is, just by seeing him, just by his stare. I mean, when Kurt was gonna look for some ice, he was coming back with some ice for Eric, because there's no fucking ice in that dump, you know. So Eric, he told Kurt, go find us some, will you? So yeah, Kirk, he was coming back with some ice, and he heard this thump. He heard these thumps, the huge loud thumps, and he sees Tong Po kicking the pillar in his dressing room. He stands at the doorway, and he's seeing him, kick the pillar, and chips of the plaster is falling down the ground. Each kick he make, more chips fall. Throwing some knees at it. Tong Po, yeah, he stops his workout. You know. Yeah. And that scared the shit out of Kurt. Okay, that scared the shit out of him. Yeah, so he gotta go warn him. He gotta go warn Eric. Don't fight this guy. Don't fight this guy. I started looking at this guy's eyes. He's crazy. He is fucking crazy. Legs. This guy was kicking one of these with his fucking legs. Bam! And the person was falling down. Yeah, he tried to warn him, but Eric, cocky fighter. Can he move like can he move like he? We got him. Oh, boy. And so when they went to fight, Eric, he learned the hard way. Yeah, he got massacred in that fight. Okay, I mean, once Tong Po grabbed him, took him up on the ropes, and started murdering him with those knees, boy. Just boom, 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 boom. Damn. The knee lift massacre. That's what I call it. Okay. He just destroyed him with those knees. And those just knees. Imagine what he did to him more in that fight. So yeah, the second round. Was that the first or second? No, wait. That was second round when he murdered him with those knees. But yeah, and continuing on with the massacre in that second round, you know, kicks him in his legs, put him down. you know, Kirk he gets a towel, he throws it in there. Tom Point, get that shit out. Yeah, so Eric is trying to get back up. Tompo slams that elbow right into Eric's back, snaps him in half. I mean, shit. Let me tell you something. This movie came out in 1989. Street Fighter 2 came out in what, 1991? Was it? Now, tell me, do you think Sagat was the character? Do you think Tom Poe was the inspiration behind Sagat? I mean, it makes perfect sense. You still got, you know, a tall ass Muay Thai fighter and a fucking monster, and he got this knee strike that will just murder you once you use it right. I mean, I mean it'll make sense. Shit. So yeah, Tompo jammed that elbow right into Eric's back, snaps him in half. You know, Kirky trying to get in there. That's my brother. So yeah, you know, the couple of guys put him on a stretcher, carry him out. You know, they look up to see the big boss, Freddie Lee. You know, Freddie signals them, take him that way. So yeah, they carry him out the arena. I mean, when they carry him out the arena, I mean, they carried him out the arena. I mean, they did not load him into the ambulance because there was not one out there. They just carried him out, left him, left him on the street, and then they went back in. Hey, where you going? Take us to a goddamn hospital. Kurt trying to plead to those guys. And yeah, it's a little hot here. And yeah, Kurt trying to plead to those guys. And things is not going well for the Sloan brothers, I tell you. So yeah, whew. I mean, so yeah, a guy named Taylor, Kurt had a little run in with him in the arena, when he tried to stop Tom Poe, he got kicked out of the ring, literally kicked out of the ring, and he lands into Taylor's life, yeah, you get Americans a bad rap. Yeah, so but when Taylor, he meets him outside, and he told him that he took him to a good hospital, so they're gonna go in, and he gonna, they load him in the van, took him to a hospital, and Kurt finds out that his brother will never walk again. Oh yeah, just to let you know, this is gonna be a spoiler review. Oh boy, I tell you though, yeah, he's never gonna walk again. So Kirk wants revenge now, but Taylor, he's not going to. He refused to help him on this one because yeah, he go after Tom Poe, and they're dead, all of them. Okay, he's valuable to them in the ring. When I say them, I'm talking about Freddie Lee. Tom Poe, he's connected to the I guess you can say he's connected to the Thai mob. I mean, because yeah, Freddie Lee, he's one bad dude. He's one bad motherfucker. He's a gangster pretty much. And yeah, the only way to beat Tom Poe is in the ring, and Kurt is not good enough. So Kurt, he don't care. He's going to fight Tom Poe. He's going to do whatever he can to fight Tom Poe. So, takes a little walk around town and, Next day, he finds a Muay Thai school. He trying to enroll himself in. Yeah, when the instructor found out that he want to fight Tung Po, Kurt want to fight Tung Po. Yeah, he yeah, he told the rest of the students, in Thai, you know, yeah, American wants to train here so he can fight Tung Po, and everybody laughed him out the building. Oh, hey, I don't blame him. I mean, yeah, you get. I mean, hey, think about it. Some punk kid comes into your school off the street. He comes into your school and said that he want to fight the best fighter in the world. You know, somebody that never don't even look like a fighter. He want to fight the best fighter in the world. Of course, you're gonna get laughed out the building. Come on. So yeah, yeah. So Taylor. I guess he followed them around. So yeah. You really serious about this Muay Thai shit? Yeah. I know somebody that might teach. So Taylor, he goes out of his way. He takes him to Zion, and he gonna have him try and get Zion to teach him how to fight in the art of Muay Thai. Now, let me tell you something about Muay Thai. Muay Thai it is the it is the source of kickboxing. It's where kickboxing come from. Muay Thai, the art of Muay Thai. Your knees and your elbows can be used as weapons, but those kicks are very, very powerful. Okay, so when you see guys, they're fighting with their throwing some knee strikes, throwing some elbow strikes, knee strikes, elbow strikes, they do some low kicks to the legs, UFC, if you watch a UFC fight and you see guys that throw those kicks to the legs, they'll throw some knees, some elbows, lots of elbow strikes, that's Muay Thai right there. A lot of UFC fighters, especially those strikers, they will use Muay Thai mostly in their repertoire and in their arsenal. So yeah, basically that's what Muay Thai is. Yeah, it's the it is an ancient art because that's where a lot of kickboxing comes from. The original kickboxing. I'm not talking about American kickboxing where you don't use knees and elbows, but you just use punches and kicks. Like in K1 kickboxing. If you watch ESPN, you'll see some K1 kickboxing. A lot of cats will use just punches and kicks there. But then in there, you see some Thai fighters in there too. So you know. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's a little history lesson for you. You know. Anyway, back to the movie. Yeah. Taylor takes Kurt to see Zion, and Zion, weird guy. You know. First thing happens when Kurt goes and see Zion is that he gets hung upside down. He's stuck in the wrong spot, and whoa, he's hung upside down. He's left out to dry right now. So, yeah, Zion, he comes around and he sees Kurt hanging there. Here, can I help you? Yes, I want down. No, why? Don't know you. I want down. I want you to teach me Muay Thai. Yeah, so Zian eventually Zian he does let him down. So But he don't teach him Muay Thai right away. Not right away. First, he needs some groceries, so he tells him to go on to the Mighty store and pick up some groceries there. So, Kurt he goes to the Mighty store and he meets Miley, the prettiest girl you will ever see. And he meets her. She finds out that you know Zion got a new student, and Zion is her uncle. So, uh, so Freddie Lee's boys they coming in. They're going to collect from the store. They're going to get some money, some hush money, I guess, protection money. Yeah, but Kurt he ain't gonna let them because it's not right to give away money. Especially if in a place of business. So Kurt whoops their asses. They run away like a couple of pussies, and Marty is pissed about it. He want me to do? Let them give me the money? Let them take your money? Yes. Oh boy. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, she goes to groceries and she has some leaves because Kurt pretty much messed up everything. Yeah, there's an old man sitting there. He watched the whole thing happen, and guess what? He gives a nice little smiling nod of approval. Yeah, get going, kid. you know. So yeah, man, I tell you, yeah. So once everything is situated, you know, Kurt, he starts training with Xian, you know, Mali. She, uh, she gets an apology from Kurt. So, everybody's starting to get to know each other. Kurt is getting to know Mali. He's starting to really dig this girl. I mean, hey, why wouldn't he? I mean, hey, that's a very beautiful woman. I mean, she is pretty as hell. Wow. Pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. She's a very pretty girl. What can I say? I mean, hey, hey, good girl, Kurt. You want to try and nab this girl, go ahead, go for it. So, yeah. So, Kurt's learning Muay Thai from Zion. And you know what? Let me skip ahead to the reason why I'm saying Zion name the way I'm saying it. Kurt takes not Kurt Zion takes Kurt to the this bar because Kurt's still in training, and he order a bunch of drinks for him, you know something very hot. So a few drinks in, Kurt is just sloshed, man. He is drunk as hell. But he's still functioning though, Yeah, yeah. Hey, do you dance? What? Dance? Oh, American dance. Disco. Oh yeah, dance, yeah, I'm real good. Yeah. Yeah, so Zian he gets it up and he plays some music. Yeah, he gets curled up and he takes a girl from a chair, from a table that her guy is also sitting at, and they start dancing. Ah, all right. Feel it. It's a good day. you know, the infamous. the now infamous, it's not no longer famous, it's now infamous dancing scene, Yeah, he got Van Damme, yeah, he doing his thing, jumping down the split, shaking it, jumping down again, Yeah, spinning around. The way he's dancing, Yeah, look like a drunk uncle at a wedding, I should know. Even though I was not drunk, I was doing some crazy dancing at my nephew's wedding a few years back. That's why I like the. That's why I can pretty much relate to that. Hey, it was a fun time, Yeah, feeling so good today. Yeah, baby, get on up. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, while he's enjoying his time, dancing with some girls, and Zion is going around the joint telling Freddie Lee's boys that you know, they suck at fighting and says shit about their mom too. So yeah, so they get up, they go to Kurt, and they try and kick his ass, but Kurt, he's drunk as hell, but he's still functioning. So yeah, guys coming at him, he gives them what's for, So none of those cats, they couldn't touch him. He's drunk as hell, but yeah, he's still functioning. So yeah, none of those cats couldn't touch him. So Freddie Lee, he sees this, and he telling one of his boys, stand down, because yeah, homeboy, he's getting up, he's about to throw one of his knives at him, but no, he Freddie Lee, he want to watch this a little bit. So he get up and he start going out. Next thing you know, you see both he and Zion um, talking outside. So Zion sets up a fight for him. Kurt, he's inside. After he whooped everybody's ass. Get another drink. Yeah, Zion. That's why I keep saying it, because that's why he was saying it when he was drunk. He was looking for Zion. Yeah, Zion. Zion. Yeah, what happened? Why those guys trying to hurt me? Yeah, did they succeed? No. Why'd you leave? Why are you so pissed at me? Yeah, so yeah, Zion told him. Anyway, yeah, so Kurt, he gets in his first fight, after he whoops that dude's ass, he goes up to Freddie Lee. Well, in the ring, Freddie Lee, he's up in the balcony, he looks up at Freddie Lee and he says, and he just demands it. I want Tongue Paw! Give me Tongue Paw! Yeah, Freddie Lee. Yeah, you got to fight. So, yeah, so Kurt's brother Eric, he's doing better. Even though he's paralyzed, he's 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 back to his old self, pitching girls' asses and everything. Get the nurse's ass. Yeah, so yeah. So, oh boy, I tell you, there's lot to talk about this movie, man. There's a lot in this movie. I love this movie. It's a real good movie. So let me just jump into some important spots before I go into the fight. So once everything is start to come together. Kurt's his training is coming along, and he's starting to learn the ancient style of fighting. And goes to this place called Stone City. You know, while he trained, you should listen. You see this hawk fly around. He sees this hawk flying around, and then you start listening to sounds of the ancient fighters going at it. But still, after death, they still fight. Yeah, so he channels his spirit with theirs, and the hawk. I guess the hawk is the symbol of the the ancient spirit of the ancient ones that still fights, even though they are no longer living. The hawk is their spirit. So Kurt, he he gets a eye-opening experience in Stone City while he trains. So all of this, and Freddie Lee is starting to make his move in sabotaging. So next thing you know, Miley she gets raped by Tom Poe. Uh, Eric, he gets kidnapped, and so the night of the fight, Freddie Lee goes up to Kurt, asking, "Hey, you want brother alive? Make crowd happy. Make Tom Poe punish you in all the rounds. You must last until the end, or brother die very slowly. You understand? Huh? Huh?" Yeah, real bad guy. So now Kurt has a little stipulation with him, So he and Tom Poe, they fight the ancient way, hands wrapped up, dipped in sticky resin, and coated in broken glass. Yeah, I'll tell you the way Kurt was putting his hands in that glass. It looked like he's putting it in some ice. The way his hands is just the way he was grinding it. It's like he's trying to rub it into some ice or something. So yeah, Tom Poe, yeah, he puts his hands in that shit. You know, yeah. He ain't scared to bleed. Yeah, he'll cut his tongue with it. Yeah, so they both they start to fight. But first round, Tom Poe going to use some knees only. Yeah, so Kurt he got to hold back. You know, because he got to make the crowd happy. He got to let Tom Poe punish him in all the rounds. He got to last to the end, or brother die very slowly. You know. Yeah, so first round, Tom Poe murders Kurt with those knees. Yeah, he put on that knee massacre. That knee look massacre. Threw his ass down. And then the second round, Tom Poe used some elbows. Yeah, so Tom Poe all up on him. Whooped his ass with some elbows, and then going with the fist now. Third round. Yeah, so Tom Poe slices him up. Yeah, he just beats on him. He just beats him. He just whoops. He just beats his ass with those glass fists. Yeah, so yeah, gets him in the facial barrage, give him the body barrage, slice him open, You bleed like Mali, good fuck. No! Tell me, tell me the truth. Tell me. Yeah, she didn't have to tell him. She just cried. Yeah, so, Kurt, all is lost for him, His girlfriend, she gets raped and she don't tell him about it. He can't fight. He can't go off on Tong Po because his brother's life is in danger. So, he gotta go out there and get destroyed again. Yeah, so Tong Po gonna do knee, elbow, fist, and head. Yeah, no. Let's go. But wait a minute. Hear that whistle. I can't do it. But Kurt hears a whistle, a very familiar whistle, and it's Eric, Yeah, Taylor and Zian, you know, they're carrying him on the in their arms. So yeah, throughout the massacre of Kurt getting his ass kicked, Zen and Taylor, they went to save Eric. So now that Eric sees that he's safe, you know, not to go, not to go, not to go, which means White Warrior. You know, everybody's chanting not to go, White Warrior. And so now that Kurt see that Eric is safe, yeah, it's time to go to work again against Tong Po. But first, might need to cut those gloves off. Just cut them. Yeah, so she cuts them off, and Tong Po, see what's going on over there. Yeah, he's coming. Don't worry. Yeah, so here comes Tong Po, and here comes Kurt. Give him a good watch for right in the face. Hell of a kick. Yeah, so Okay, now it's time to go to work, okay? And that's exactly what Kurt did. He went to work. He just kicked Tom Poe's ass all over that fucking ring, okay? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Holy God. I mean, he could have whooped Tom Poe's ass all along. And we all knew it. We all knew it. So, yeah. After the ass kicking, he knocks Freddie Lee's ass out, too. Yeah. But yeah, I tell you though, man, Kickboxer. Yeah. Uh, American Ninja films, it got me into martial arts. Ninja Turtles got me further into martial arts and eating pizza. Kickboxer, it got me further into martial arts. So, so, watching these movies, I never stopped practicing. Yeah, so, I throw my punches here and there, throw my kicks here and there, you know. I do some elbow striking here and there, you know. But hey, enough about me. This is about Kickboxer, Great movie, awesome, awesome soundtrack. Paul Herzog, he did the score in this movie. Not only that, but he did the soundtrack in this movie. Fight for love with all your heart. Feeling so good today. Yeah, baby. Feels so good today. So yeah, man, I tell you, it's a all around awesome movie. All around. Okay. So yeah, Kickboxer 1989. If you have not seen this movie, why are you watching this review first? Why are you watching this review first if you have not seen this movie? I mean, come on. God damn it. Yeah, get on that shit. Watch that shit, man. Kickboxer, watch that shit. You know, one of Van Damme's best films. And that's my review. And I'm sticking to it. This movie, nostalgia might be saying this along with the Lethal Weapon films. Nostalgia might be saying this, but I give this movie a 5 out of 5. Nostalgia might be saying it. I mean, it's not like I can really give it a fair shake, even though I have. I mean, it's a great movie. It's a real good movie. So yeah, check this shit out though. Check it out, man. That's my review. And I'm sticking to it. You know. Now next week I'll be coming back with another movie review, of course. Episode 34. But I'm having a little difficulty trying to decide what movie I want to watch. Well, yeah, watch and review next week. So the choices is either going to be the very first Highlander, it's going to be Escape from New York, or it's going to be The Big Hit. Now, whichever one it is, you will find out about it. I mean, right now I got a little not much of a voting poll, but I got a little thing going on there in a group page, the Cut to the Chase group page, and it says that whichever what movie should I open up the summer with? Yeah, Highlander, Escape from New York, or The Big Hit. And right now it's dead even with The Big Hit and Highlander, and one vote for Escape from New York. So I really do not know what the hell I'm going to watch next week. I'll tell you one thing, if it's going to be even between Highlander and Big Hit, then I might as well just go with the lowest counting vote and have Escape from New York come next week. Who knows? Whatever happens, you'll see next week, and that'll be my other review that I'm going to stick to. So check out my other shit right here. Subscribe right here, and in the meantime, in between time, show off.